All right, in this lesson, we are going to finish up creating the autoresponder content outline. This is step number 3. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is creating a linear soap opera sequence, which is also SOS is abbreviation. And you're going to do that using the list that you came up with in the last 2 lessons. So I'll explain what an SOS is here in a second. First, where I kind of discovered this is in a course by a guy named Andre Chaperone, and the course was called Autoresponder Madness, ARM for short, back in 2012. I was at a traffic and conversion summit in Austin here, and Perry Belcher mentioned it from the stage as being the best course he's ever seen on creating autoresponder sequences. So I went ahead and bought it that evening up in the room, and then later became an affiliate for it because it is just seriously is the best. Really beyond not even just autoresponders, but just really about email copywriting. One of the best courses I've ever been through. So inside of that, Andre talks about something called a soap opera sequence, or SOS for short. So how this fits into newsletter secrets, and especially in the hybrid model. An SOS is going to be anywhere between 3 to 7 emails long. Mine are usually 5 to 7, but depending on the niche and depending on the problem, goal, or desire, you may not need 5 or so. 3. I just changed it to 3 because there are certain cases where I'll just do 2 or 3. So, but they'll be anywhere from typically 3 to 7 emails long. You will send 1 email per day, every single day, and the first one, it gets sent immediately right after they opt in. Each SOS, each soap opera sequence email, should cover the next logical milestone along with the objections / buying decisions for that milestone. This will make a little bit more sense once you see my example for Vacation Sumo, but the goal of the soap opera sequence is to really use what's called open loops to build curiosity and desire. And again, this doesn't always work for every single niche, but man, there's just very few that I haven't been able to make it work for in one way or another. In certain cases, the curiosity and desire stuff, the level of curiosity and desire will definitely change. In some cases, you'll hold everything back until that last email number 7, and then you'll reveal the product that you're promoting. In other cases, you'll reveal the product you're promoting right in the welcome email. So it's going to vary based on the niche and what you're promoting, how much it's going to take to convince that person, basically how big their journey is, how long their journey is, and the amount of milestones you have to push them through before they hit their end goal. So again, this is a very high level overview of soap opera sequences and all that. This module is not about writing. I'm just kind of priming you for where we're going with this so you understand why you are sitting down and doing these steps right now. But again, the goal for this module is to just create your content outline, whatever that is. If it's 3 emails, 7 emails, 20 emails, 50 emails, whatever it is, you need to know exactly what you're writing, what you're going to write, and or, anytime I say the word write, just substitute it with create. When you sit down to create an email, you need to know exactly what content is going in that email. If you don't, then it means you didn't do these 3 steps in this module. So that's what this is about. I'm just trying to explain where we are going to be using this so you can kind of get a little bit of an overview before we actually dive into that part of it. So you don't have to understand any of the SOS stuff right now. I just want you to understand, you are creating a linear sequence of emails that will connect together based on the milestones that person has to reach before they hit your end goal, the end goal being the final email in your sequence. So it should end up feeling like a story, like a TV series. So like think of the TV series Lost. If you've never watched that, I highly recommend watching it. If nothing more than to just pay attention to how the scriptwriters wrote the script, and it's brilliant writing. I'm not sure that it's like the best, produced, or however you want to say it. Like it's just a really good structure to the story, and it keeps you engaged, keeps you curious, and builds the desire for the next episode. Back when it was on TV, you had to wait a week before the next episode came out. So at the end of every single one of their episodes, they use it's called an open loop, but in that industry people call them cliffhangers, where right before the end of that episode they'll introduce something that's like shocking, and then they cut it off right before they kind of close the loop, so to speak. That's why it's called an open loop. It keeps you wondering, and it builds the curiosity and desire for the anticipation for the next episode. So here's kind of my finalized outline and how the emails are going to work for Vacation Sumo. Email 1 is going to be just the welcome email with a download link, which is the most important part of the welcome email. And then it's going to end with a what I call a PS hack, which I will talk about when we start getting into the welcome email. Email number 2 is going to be about choosing the right location for a beach vacation. Email 3, choosing the right place to stay. So again, these will go back to the milestones. Remember, each milestone or each email is going to be about one milestone. Email number 4 is securing the best beach vacation deal. Again, that's the third milestone that I had on my list, was either choosing a travel agent or booking it on your own. And then I can do an optional email 5, which is kind of just like planning activities and excursions, but it's going to be kind of tough because I'm not going to know, which ones they pick. So, cool. Now it's your turn to sit down and actually just put the outline together, a linear outline. Each one, first one, welcome email always. And then from there on out, all the remainder milestones, ending with your end goal, which would be promoting whatever it is that you're promoting, or however you're monetizing it. So once you've got that done, you can go ahead and move on to the next lesson, which we're going to end up talking about putting it together, a bit of an outline for your manual broadcast content. So I will see you in that lesson.